Those wild scenes in Cardiff will live long in the memory, as will celebrations in homes, football clubs and bars across the country. Fair to say, 2020, well, it didn't turn out as we expected. As a nation, we feel a real affinity, a closeness with our team. The prospect of empty stadiums left us all feeling somewhat empty, and we missed being part of the conversation. We know being a Wales football fan is more than the football. In this FC Cymru, we wanted to tell your side of the Nations League. We know you kicked every ball. We know you lived every minute, missed friends that you would have usually seen, and moments that we would have shared together. But in a way, we did share it all as well.
One of the things I like doing, what I always enjoy, especially away games, is going to the games on the bus. I love going to the games on the bus because you get that, you go into the game and it's the team are on there and everybody's like focused in. It's like Reservoir Dogs, you know, you're all going to work. That's it, this is what we're going to do. As you go in towards the stadium then, all the Welsh fans are there, and especially the last 10 years or so when the Red Wall, and you just see just random Welsh fans like 3 miles out from the stadium in Albania or something, like waving at you on the side of a road, you know, and I just love all that. And then we get to the stadium, and then all the Welsh fans are outside, and you go inside, and I missed it more. The away games, I just really strange, because now you're just going to a game, just going to a place of work, I suppose. Now it's a shell of a stadium. It's not the same. It's 100% not the same.
I think it's quite easy when you're not able to attend the matches to become almost desensitized from it slightly. I think it makes it very difficult to get yourself as up for the game. That's why before the match, you know, I sing the anthem like I do when I'm in the ground, just because you have to remind yourself how big and how important a game it is.
We're known for our passion and we're known for our celebrations, and even the anthem at the start of the game, I feel like we were all probably at home with our hand on our chest singing along, and it's definitely hard not to be there, and I think they kind of all feel like friendlies initially.
Football isn't football without being there. You are part of that match. I do. It feels horrible just watching on TV all the time. Hate it, actually.
Seeing them in the ground and you're not there, it was quite surreal in one respect as well, wasn't it? You know, it was a bit, you know, you should be there, but you're not, and what can you do? What can you do? But the result was good, wasn't it? So. Everybody had an opportunity to drop off the flags up in North Wales and in South Wales, and I think the number of flags grew as the games went on, because, you know, people saw them on the television, maybe weren't aware of the situation, and it just gained momentum. It was great to see. Yeah, I think it was the only way of getting some kind of fan identity in the ground. I thought it was a great idea, like, you know. You could see from the players' reaction, from some of the media that went on around those games, that they were really pleased to see the flags up, and I'm sure it meant quite a bit to most of them, like, you know.
What was the general reaction when they were coming to the shop, the lads, to drop the flags off?
Well, firstly, it was nice to see a lot of the Wales away regulars, which in the main that they were, like, you know. So, you know, we've lost contact going through to games this year, but the shop has been a bit of a godsend for me because I've still kept in touch with a lot of people who I'd normally see following Wales away, like, you know. So, you know, they were really pleased that they had the opportunity to do that, and it also helped with sales as well in the shop.
Oh, they bought a bit while they were here?
Well, I made them buy a bit, like, you know,
yeah,
part of the deal.
That's part of the deal.
Part of the deal, yeah.
It is difficult to get yourself up for it. It's not the same, but yeah, as soon as you see those red shirts on the pitch and you start singing the anthem, the best anthem in the world, if our anthem can't get you up for a game, nothing can.
I always kind of sing along. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, it depends on my mood, really. Do you know what I mean? I used to have this weird thing when I was a kid that if I sang the anthem loudly and properly, we'd play well. Do you know what I mean? As if I was the influence on the Wales team.
So remind us which anthem you chose as the FAW and you chose to play before Mark and before the games, and why you chose that.
It's the anthem against Hungary, basically. When we played Hungary, you know, that massive game, and we just took it and burned it and played it. That's all. I mean, and it's just part of the little things, you know, about getting it. We just thought, you know, it's like having the fans back in the stadium. That's all. I mean, the players are standing there. If they close their eyes, and you know, you could imagine the ground is full because of just the anthem, and it works.
Seeing that go in, I thought just the endeavour of the guy, the fact that he's so young and he's just slotted in seamlessly, I thought that was just a credit to him. And to get a goal like that must have been an absolute dream come true, and one that we needed because it was quite a scruffy game.
He's been fantastic in every game. I think he's been up there. He's probably been arguably our best player in the campaign.
To win 90 plus 4 minutes, as in, I don't think I've seen that before, as in with Wales.
The one thing I really love is when you see Gareth Bale going over to him at the end and seeing them come together, and you just think, we've got something incredibly special here.
That's what you want from a game, isn't it? A last minute winner, crazy, wasn't it? You know.
Well, I mean, he's a fantastic player. We were clinging on for dear life, we just managed to claw it in. Right, second 1-0 win. There was a pattern forming, but yeah, as I said, we were eking out the results, and that's all that mattered, really.
I just think these boys have got no fear. They got no hang-ups. They got no. They understand that we qualify now. They know we qualify and we can qualify. And they want to be part of it, and they know they've got to step up to that level. There's no passengers in this team. You know, because I think the coaches over the last 2-4 years have shown, you know, that, you know, if you're good enough, you're in a team. So there's that sort of competitive edge, and I just think I think we've got more to come. That's what I'm trying to make probably, is that I think there's more to come. There's some players in there who are going to get better. I think Welsh fans should be excited. They should be excited at the moment with the players we've got.
We are big fans of Johnny Esta, as in we've always been, and we know some people who doesn't rate him, and yeah, we don't like them. But
I think that clip that they tweeted with just the stadium effect and the audio from the stadium, that was a really nice one, because you kind of saw obviously what it meant to him and the other players as well.
I love the player anyway. I think he's so underestimated. But when he's hit that ball, you dream of that in bed at night and you wake up and you think, oh, and you haven't. But he did. That was amazing. And well deserved. I thought we played well. Really toughed it out that night.
That's got to be the highlight of the campaign, personally, for me. As in, imagine we would have been there to see that. But yeah, he deserved that goal, and what a goal as well. It was not just a tap in.
If Lionel Messi had scored that in world football, it'd still be shown on Sky Sports now. And yeah, like you said, imagine being in that away end. It would have been something else, wouldn't it?
The best thing, of course, was when we went to Sofia, there's about 10 or 20 Welsh fans in the ground. There were 2 on the opposite side. And when we scored, you could just hear the roar. And then they were looking around, and there's a few of our left shoulder. But there was 2 in the stand. And at the end of the game, I said to the boys, there's 2 fans over there. So the boys went across and clapped them. So it was like 23 men in the pitch clapping 2 men in the stand. It was brilliant.
I don't enjoy watching Wales in football because I'm so nervous. Do you know what I mean? I'd be lying if I say I enjoy it, but I do enjoy the result. And I tell you what, I do take great solace in, if it's not exactly joy, is it was so hard to score against.
And look at the leaders we got in these youngsters, with the Ampadews and the Rodens, there's leaders all over the pitch.
I thought Roden was absolutely immense in this campaign. I thought his game lifted another level.
It's a calming presence for us, because we had Ash obviously for years, and we were thinking, right, are we going to get a partnership here now? Is anyone going to emerge? And he seems to be the one, doesn't he?
I really do believe he is the future captain of Wales. The way he conducts himself on the pitch, he's a leader, he reads the game so well, good in both boxes, comfortable bringing it out. But the thing about Joe Rodon that I really do love, yes, he's comfortable on the ball, comfortable bringing it out, but when he needs to hit that ball into Rose Ed, he has got no problems doing so.
The unity in the team, especially with so many young players, you kind of wonder how they'll fit in and will they live up to the expectation, and because there's so much pressure put on them, youngsters representing their senior international side. But yeah, I think the unity in the team has really shone through, especially with the youngsters, definitely.
I mean, David Brooks is a special player. He looks to me like a kid who just walked in off the street, He's just, can I have a game, please? It's like picking up sides, but you, Brooks, you go left, up the left, but then he just plays football.
Obviously, all the boys and all the lads, all the staff, are waiting for the day that the fans are allowed back in. It doesn't really feel the same, so we just have to work hard, get the job done, but it'd be a nice feeling when the fans are back in.
got such a loyal fan base here that, you know, they're starting now to come in, and they'll, you know, obviously be part. They know that they can't go in the stands, etc., but they just want to be part of the club on match days. And when we have the Wales matches on as well, that, you know, they come in because they know, yes, they are, you know, coming to watch the game, but most importantly, we're a community club, so they are, you know, helping the club as well. I've missed it on several fronts. I've missed playing with friends, you know, that you don't see very often because we're, you know, from all parts of Wales, and a couple of expats as well, and then and also as well, you know, the case of, you know, just having those days out and seeing all different parts of the world, and you know, it's absolutely amazing trips. It goes without saying, you sort of see when you get those lifts, when the team are doing well, the children want to play, they want to kick a ball, they obviously do their idols, and there's so many younger lads coming through now, you know, in that 4-year cycle, and, you know, it's absolutely amazing. It's that circle, you know, the more money that's generated through the sales, either through our clubhouse with Croeso with the food options, and then, you know, with the bar sales, it just helps the whole club develop, and then can put more money into the club and the development of it as well. And what's really nice is when you're actually seeing the youngsters coming along for training. They're all wearing a Penabont kit, etc., and they look, you know, they look the part. But underneath their tops, then they've got now, you know, the majority of them are wearing sort of like Wales tops or Cardiff tops, Swansea tops. You know, they've got to, you know, there's very few of the you know, the Premier League teams, or, you know, FAWales. So it's absolutely fantastic. But, you know, it's absolutely fantastic to see.
The last Finland game, I thought our mentality going into that game was we played to win that game, didn't we?
When I celebrate, especially at home, because, you know, there's very little chance that you can break anything, any bones in your body when you celebrate. But I tell you, my rib cage was in danger. The jump onto the bed at the end there, I think that's the best I've moved for a long time, to be honest. But no, it was such an outpour of emotion.
I mean, the success is huge. As I said, to say we're into League A and we could claim a World Cup qualifying playoff place is just huge. And yeah, I think it's absolutely massive for the country.
So the success from the end of the Nations League, how can we build on that next year?
Keep on winning. Simple as that. You know, I think these young lads have really proved themselves a bit of a tough cookie to play against. I don't think anybody look forward to playing us again, because, you know, the record of the back four as well has been fantastic, and we haven't had our sort of bigger players at most of those games, Ramsey and what have you. So they can be really proud of themselves, them young lads, that they've done it.
God, don't tempt the football gods, but we are a really good international football team, Wales, and you know what? We'll go into the European Championships without great expectation, because we shouldn't do that to ourselves anyway. We're still only Wales, but we'll enjoy it. And you know what? Who knows? Who knows?
If we don't win it, I'll be disappointed. I think we're out of the group, right? We're out of the group, I think, right? I know it's a tough group, but I think we're good enough to get out of that. And then it's knockout stages, you know, and like I said, that mentality we had against Finland that we have to win. If we adopt that against anyone, we give anyone a game. I think that's where we're at now. Well, we can give anyone a game.
One major thing, though, I think, out of everything, we got Gunter on 99 caps. I would walk anywhere to go and find out what he can get that 100th cap. I'm sure thousands and thousands of Wales fans do the same, and nobody deserves more than him. He's been round through all the bad times. He's never jibbed out of a squad for any reason. He's been there through thick, through thin. Recently, not as played as much as he wanted to, but he epitomises a Welshman, to be honest with you. And I just hope to God we're all allowed back in to give him the reception he deserves for his 100th cap anyway.